Hey, I'm Jeremy, and in this video, we're going to learn why Google trusts specialists much more than generalists. And this video is all about how to make Google see your business as the expert, not just another website out there. And so right now, your website looks like this picture on the left-hand side to Google. So your website is literally these tools that are just all over the place, unorganized. And whereas Google loves websites that look like this, organized tools in a tool shed and a tool case, right? Toolbox. So the problem is that some stores sell everything, right? They sell phone cases, snacks, batteries, sunglasses. And you don't, like, for example, think of Target. You don't really think of Target as something that sells one thing. It's going to sell everything, right? And this is what most websites look like to Google. They sort of try to sell everything. And what Google thinks is that I really have no idea what this business is an expert in. I'm going to recommend someone who is an expert. I'm going to recommend a website that looks like this nice and clean looking tool case, toolbox, right? And so that's what Google recommends, websites that look like that. And Topical Authority is like being the kid that knows everything about one thing. Okay, topical authority is what we're talking about. Remember the kid back when we were kids in kindergarten, right? The kid that knew everything about dinosaurs. They knew everything that what a T-Rex ate, which ones had feathers. The teacher always asked that kid. And so topic authority is like becoming that kid, but for your business topic on the internet. And so when your website answers every question about what you do, which is vein treatment, spider vein removal, etc., Google recognizes you as kind of like the dinosaur kid of vein removal and sends everyone to you. And not just with regular Google, but also AI searches with Google's AI, which is Gemini, and other AI see you as also an expert. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, all the other ones out there, even Grok. I mean, come on. I'm not sure why Grok would see you as anything but Grok, right? Anyway, but this isn't just a theory. These are the numbers behind this. So we're looking at a case study of 253,000 search results and topical authority, grouping things together and answering questions on inner hidden pages in your website. This is the #1 ranked factor, bigger than anything else. In fact, this one study that everyone refers to, this website saw a 57% faster traffic growth because they had pages that answered common questions, pages with high topical authority. And they also saw an 1,100% traffic increase. The website went from 10,000 to 200,000 visitors. Doing ads, they weren't doing backlinks, they weren't doing a lot of SEO tricks. They were just publishing inner hidden pages on the website. 88% of SEOs agree that Google patented this concept, and they defined that topical authority as is really a huge factor that Google looks at, and that's a patent that came out with Google. So maybe the best way to think of this is thinking of like the best hospital you can imagine, right? You've got a hospital of different wings. You've got a cardiology wing that covers heart problems, neurology wing that focuses on brain and nerve issues, and then orthopedics, which focuses on bone and joints. And so a great hospital doesn't throw everything into one room. It has wings, and it has these specialized doctors, and it has these dedicated equipment in all these wings with hallways connecting the rooms. Well, basically, Google makes the same choice, but thousands of times per second. So if you're looking if you need open heart surgery, you're not going to go to a general practitioner who does some heart stuff on the side, right? You're going to go to option B, which is the cardiology wing with heart surgeons, heart equipment, heart resources every day, all day long. And so the website equivalent is, instead of going to a general health blog about nutrition, if you're dealing with a heart issue, you're going to go to a dedicated vein site that answers questions about vein conditions, vein treatment, recovery timelines, cost before and after. And Google picks the specialist, not the generalist, every time, right? And so every part of the hospital has a website equivalent. The main lobby of the hospital is like the homepage of your website. The cardiology wing is like one of the topics we talk about vein conditions. The hallways are like internal text links between pages, right? What we call internal links. And the specialist doctors are like these, your expert content. They could be pages in the menu. They could be inner hidden pages that aren't in the menu. It doesn't actually matter, but you have expert content talking about what you do. So a website without these inner hidden pages, or we sometimes call them silos, is like a hospital where the heart monitor is in the cafeteria and the surgeon works out of a broom closet. Like, what kind of hospital would you trust? Would you trust this kind of hospital? No way. Google doesn't trust that kind of website. What they trust is a hospital that has a vein wing, right? So here's exactly what your vein wing should look like. Your competitors have 6 to 8 pages about veins. That's a doctor's office with a waiting room and one exam room. Well, what we're going to do is build a full vein treatment hospital. We're going to build a vein conditions wing with 8 to 10 pages about spider veins, varicose veins, venous veins efficiency, DVT symptoms. We're going to build a treatments wing about all these different treatments. We're going to build patient resources about recovery guides, insurance, breakdowns, FAQs. We're going to build a vein health blog around every question that someone might Google, including actual specific pages. And we're also going to build a local specialist pages around Asheville, Hendersonville, Black Mountain, Waynesville. So we're going to build 40 to 60 pages of organized, connected content and expert content versus competitors that have like 6 pages. And guess what? We're going to go from this tangled mess, which is kind of what you look like right now, to an organized machine of a homepage and color-coded content silos of treatments, resources, local pages, and blogs. The reason why is that Google can't make sense of a junk drawer, but an organized hospital with wings and specialized areas, Google knows exactly where to send patients. And that's what we're proposing we do with you in the website. And the great thing about doing this means that you're going to show up in Google searches right away for more searches, but you'll also start showing up for AI searches. So we've been testing this whole process, and we found that this is about 80 to 90% of the equation, having these inner hidden pages around different things you do. Sure, we can put them in the menu if you want to, but these are longer guides and stuff like that are more just like inner hidden pages. So talk to Bill, and then we'll go from there. All right, thanks so much.